Yes, Jay. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He about ripped her out of the hole. You might be pulling us off the bank, bud. More river rats. It's not the most ideal bait, but beggars can't be choosers, and I'll take what I can get. I've never been here. Always wanted to fish here. There's giant fish here, and it's, I love poopy, muddy creeks, but this is an especially poopy, muddy creek. And I'm jacked, so let's go. This is a cool river that I would say is pretty in its own way. Probably not conventionally pretty, but any waterway that has big fish in it, that brings a certain amount of beauty to me. And we do have bait. It's not great bait. It's very muddy bait, but it's better than no bait. I'm down here early, scoping things out, waiting on Kyle. Kyle, he's bringing his boat down here. I've never fished with him before. He runs probably the biggest YouTube channel of anybody will have ever fished with, so that's kind of neat. But seems like a cool dude, and he catches giants, so hopefully us together can wrangle up something pretty neat. I'm gonna keep throwing for bait though. I managed to hang up my net, which it's gonna happen, especially throwing from the bank, but it never, I mean, it's always a little annoying when I guess it's a brand new net, and I'm still waiting on Kyle, so I'll toss for some wide bash or crappies just for fun. There's some brush over there. This water's so muddy. Reminds me of being back home. Probably should have went with a darker lure, but when I was tying it on, I'm like, shad. That's shad colored. Probably not gonna catch anything tossing the jig, but if anything does hit it, I bet they just smoke it. Let's try this a different spot where I was throwing the cast net. Try not to fall on my face. Ooh, that was almost on cue. This definitely gets fished a little bit. Probably should check my drag. Yeah, I think that's suitable. Probably should have brought some crawlers. If I would have brought some crawlers, we might be in some business. Probably the tiny channel cat business. But I've been in that business my whole life, so that sense of familiarity might not be so bad. Every time I throw a bait and work a lure, and I always wonder how many fish follow it and don't eat it. And thanks to Live Scope, now I have a good idea that it's lots. It's not as frustrating when you're just walking the bank. When you can see it on a screen, like there's a fish there, you throw at it, and it follows your lure like 10 or 20 feet and then doesn't eat it. I think it's more frustrating than golf. I say frustrating in a good way. The challenge is pretty fun. Well, Kyle came and picked me up. He's letting me drive his boat for a little bit so I can get my jet boat fixed. Big old, I've been seeing them out here gulping a little bit. Yeah, not a ton of them, and no giant ones, but saw one that was probably 4 or 5-ish.
Yeah.
And then most of them were probably in that 2, 3, maybe a little bit bigger range.
Some giants in here.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't know if they'll eat today. A little cold, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'll let you just run the boat up onto the bank and I'll try to finagle it off.
All right.
Try to run it up to the side.
Want to pull it from the boat, like out? Or what?
Yeah, I think it's hooked over a stick, and I popped 3 or 4 brails, but as long as I don't tear the net itself,
right.
It shouldn't be that big of a deal. It's one of them bait buster nets, and they got the cap on top, so you can unscrew it real easy.
It's
and
a nice net, isn't it?
Oh yeah, a net I shouldn't be throwing off the bank. Hopefully this isn't a big deal. I'll pull everything into the boat I can. Step 1, done. Step 2. Yeah, she was hooked a ways out here. Just like that.
Yeah, a lot of times.
Oh, I did tear the bottom of it. Not too bad, that's repairable. Yeah, just the different angle that makes all the difference. Well, it'll give me something to do on our way up there. That's one downfall of the center console is it's hard to have a conversation when you're running with somebody because everyone's sitting behind you.
Yeah.
The sweet part is forward mounted console and you can see where you're going. Okay, maybe I popped more than 3 braille lines. Whatever. Don't ever name your cast net. You don't want to get too attached.
I think I go through like 8 a year.
Yeah. I think the net's okay-ish. Tell you what, the first throw with it's going to be ugly, so let's get that out of the way before we're in the bait good. I have this fear of throwing the cast net on a gator gar, so you having the scope makes me feel much better. All right, there's a little bit to the left.
You want me to get on some, or you're just gonna throw it?
I'm gonna throw it once. Oh, that wasn't bad. Might actually get something.
Get that little buff, maybe.
Is it a buff?
Oh, it moved.
Yeah, they're quick. I think I got something in here. Little catfish.
These are the worst.
We'll see if he'll come out nice. Little blue. Ooh, come on, bud. Thank you.
I've had a net full of about 200 of those that size, and
That's a great way to waste an hour of your life.
I didn't.
Okay, find me the Chad. Should I center punch him or no?
Yeah.
Are they gonna be what we want? We got a drum. The old Gasper goo.
You ever use those for cat?
Oh yeah, especially this time of year.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a shad, but I ain't mad about that.
Probably the best gar bait you can get right there. A little 1 pound.
Oh yeah, 20 feet. Pointer back to.
Back up and you
No, aim right there. Didn't feel anything kicking. Wonder if some of that stuff's just leaves. Oops. Call them in, Bauer. Some crappies on it. You see the crappies on it?
Oh, yeah.
I got my crappie rod. Some of them could be gizzards. I'll throw it. Try not to get hung up on it. Oh, shoot. Can they stay in? Nope. Little stuff. Little cat. See, I threw it right on them, but so they didn't want to stay. They could be sliding out the bottom because that big tear too. Guys, we've been throwing the net forever. We do have some bait, but I mean, we're getting to the point of the day where we're losing out on enough fishing time where not having that much bait isn't as big of a deal. I am happy that most of the cockleburrs are out of the net. So there's like 2 left. You have evil cockleburrs down here, man.
Yeah, so get in your clothes.
They just look mad. Or something. Anything? Oh, just some junk. All right, let's go. Let's scan that outside bend. I start there. And we scanned this bank here and saw some fish, big fish. They could be gator gar. I'm sure there's some of them are gator gar. We're gonna try to tie off to this brush. We're gonna have to give them the business if we hook a good one. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it though.
Where are you gonna go?
So most of the fish were right here.
Yeah.
So up here, probably that big stump. Okay. Although the wind's gonna push the back end into that log. So we might be better off just tying off to that big log. So yeah, just bump us a little further ahead. Sink in a little bit further, I'll tie off to that, and then I'll kick the boat out a little bit. See if I can hog tie this thing. Just like that. Okay. I think we're secure. Ish, secure-ish.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I like how we're angled. This has potential. What do we got? I don't even remember what I have for weights in here. I think I have weights in here. That feels like a weight. There's a 3. That'll do. There's a 5. So we got the whole gamut, 3, 4, 5. There is a wall of water essentially moving down, like a 7-foot wall of water.
They tend to get excited.
I mean, I get excited if they get excited.
You want me to put this like right next to the right of that stick up?
Hell yeah. I mean, there was fish right there. Beautiful. Casted like a real bass fisherman.
My first fishing experience is bass fishing.
Same. Farm pond, largemouth.
Yeah.
That's why I don't really do it that much anymore. And on a day like today, we'll give them about a half hour probably. Oh, already? Using J's?
Yeah.
Can't be missing them. We don't have very much bait.
Well, good thing that was a small shad.
Ooh, that wasn't exactly where I wanted it. That's gonna be a battle. Sweet that you got bit already, though. What's that?
It was a cat too. It wasn't a gar.
Well, good. I kind of sealed you off unintentionally.
What's that?
I kind of sealed you off unintentionally, but I'll
take it in there.
okay. You'll bass fish them up. Greg Hackney, a blue cat. Oh, beautiful. You are like Greg Hackney. Hopefully we get to see one singing.
There's some 30s and 40s in here for sure.
Yeah, those are fun. Yeah, we'll give them 20 minutes or so.
Just had another little stump.
Nice. I might be too far away from the structure. I just bombed it down there because that's where the bigger fish were sitting.
Yeah, that drop off is kind of like probably 5 feet off the motor, running that way.
Oh, there's a nibble. Would it be the wind? Might just nose up on the bank on the other end and throw at that brush down there.
There.
Yeah. Already planning the next move. Ooh, what do we got there, bud? Something fast. Channel cat?
Cat.
Oh yeah, little blue. You scared me.
Fat.
I don't know if I've met too many blues that aren't fat.
True. A good eater.
Would you ever eat a fish out of this river? I don't think I would feel great about it either.
Below the dam I would, because it's cleaner water. It kind of filters it.
Need pliers?
I got it.
Okay. You can get your bait back?
Good.
Here, hold them up. Look at that trophy. They are fun, man.
That blue. They are.
When you get a crappy weather day like this, like I'm happy to see whatever I get to see. Yeah, that's 2 bites in 6 minutes.
Yeah.
But he was right in it. The ones on the outside, not as much action, but you've had 2 bites in it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, to paint you a picture of what the weather's like. Well, you can see it's like drizzly, not drizzly, but overcast, cold, northwest wind. Yesterday was beautiful.
Yeah, it was like 80.
Should have been here yesterday. The nice thing though of that is it just pushes these fish into the cover even more. They'll hang around it all the time, but it really pushes them in. Whereas yesterday they were probably roaming a lot more, which sometimes fish get spread out, they can get hard to find. Sometimes they're mowing down food so much it doesn't even matter. But
Right.
my solution is just try to fish every day.
Yeah. So then it doesn't matter.
Right. Like you could.
Oh, you're on.
Oh. Is he still on?
I thought you were in brush.
I think I am.
You had fish though.
I think I'm in brush with the fish. Yeah, he's still on it.
You go get him?
I mean, we're gonna move here in a minute, so I'll probably just let him sit, see if he'll come out, and then when we're moving, we can try and get him. He's not large. Almost feels like there's a little give in there too. No, that's just sinking that in even more. Well, let's see if we can get that out of there. Oh, I figured for sure he got my bait, but he did not. Good deal. I'll throw that right back out at the next spot.
All right.
We're free?
Yeah.
Okay. Need me to run the fishing poles or anything? I think he's still on there. How did... Oh, I see how. It's like, how'd that happen? Hey, there we go. Oh, all right, we got one. The wind complicates everything. Almost feels like there's some give somewhere. Nope. Yes. Go right to that darker grayish mud. Can I fit them both in here?
Probably.
That might work right there. It's so crazy, it just might work. Ooh. Thought we had one going for a second. It's about ready to say, let's bug out, and then that rod bounced. That's Jay. Oh! Oh yeah. Yeah. He about ripped the rod out of the hole. You might be pulling us off the bank, bud. Is the anchor staying put? Oh, that was wonderful. Dude, stay on. Yeah, he's probably a teener. God, they fight so good. These river cats, man. He caught me with a mouthful of jerky, too. Oh, yeah. He hit it like he was 100 pounds, and he's like 10.
They usually come up to the top like that?
So, in shallower water, they will.
I thought you had a gar on or something.
Come here. Yeah, good one. We run into a handful of these. I mean, it's already a fun day. It'll just get more fun. Yeah, there we go. Pardon my chipmunk mouthful of beef jerky.
So what, like 15?
Oh, probably. He's a teener of some kind. Not sure exactly how big, but pretty darn nice, and on a crappy day like this.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting much when I left the house.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. The weather.
See you, bud. Oh my God, that is... I think the catfish here are even boogier than... Wow, that's impressively slimy. Sweet. It's been harder to catch shad than catfish. Waiting if we want to stay here or not. No, we'll give her a few more minutes.
Again, and you're in a tree.
Yep, that's our sign that let's go try somewhere else where we can set up a little bit better. We might be able to get some more fish here, but I want to try some other stuff too. So was she stuck?
Yeah.
Well, she's not frozen. Oh, you pinched the cord.
Yeah, that cord, I know.
Okay. Yeah, you're just probably gonna have to beast it. Why don't you get on the big motor?
Yeah.
Not that you'll have to, but just be there just in case. And I could mess with this. Fun times out on the river. Got her, yeah. Yep, I wish we could set the boat to position on that. You can see one right there.
Yeah,
that was a cat for sure, 1,000,000%. There's,
yep.
Oh, big dogs. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. God, those were big.
Want to try to?
Those are like 40s, man.
You want to try to? What's it called?
Spot lock?
Spot lock on it.
Well,
See if we can get positioned on it, cast to it, and then spot lock.
yeah, I do want to try. Those were big fish, dude. Yeah, hopefully we don't swirl too bad. It'll be what it is, but we gotta try, you know.
Yeah.
Those fish were way too big not to try. Now, if you only had I just said if you only had a drift sock, you know what we do have? We have a bucket. We're gonna try it. That's what I used to use for a drift sock.
What does that do?
It catches current and keeps the boat from swaying as bad. Do you have an extra rope?
Yeah. It's my gar rope.
Perfect. Okay. I will say, once we get settled down and quit moving as much, we won't sway as bad, but we're still gonna sway.
Yeah. I'm probably just gonna hold my rod.
Did I cast over you?
Good.
Okay. Just gonna let her sit kind of slack. Grab it, it goes down. Need a big honking drift sock, like a 60-incher.
Yeah.
Well, it still might not do it. Oh, that wasn't the gust we needed right there.
Swirling.
Yeah. The current's just so light on this stretch of river. Still thinking about how that blue hit, dude. He crushed it.
Can't believe I looked over and he's like on top.
That happens.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that one might have got bounced or popped off or something. I just saw it jimmy out of the corner of my eye. I think that bucket's the only reason we haven't done a 360. All right, I've swayed around enough. See if I get any of these back. I intentionally didn't throw them right into the junk, which also means we're not fishing that effectively. Well, Kyle's up there nerding out with the live scope. What a nerd. Oh, come on, wind. I got an idea. All right, back to the jerky. The catfish seem to like the garlic jerky. One's nibbling as soon as I picked it up. Come on, buddy. Pretty half-hearted. You a flathead. That's pretty bouncy. He dropped the bait after I set the bag of jerky down. Can't be a coincidence. So we're 114 feet away from those fish.
Drift back a little.
Just a little bit. Yeah, probably right about here.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't hate it. Some good streamline current in here even. We'll sway a little bit, but it won't be too bad. I'll quit hogging all the rod holders. Oh my, that feels nice. I think it just went up 5 degrees instantly. I just ticked over a log. See how that goes. There's some nice fish here. Hopefully they're just gonna eat. Ooh, take it. He is in the junk, but he is little. Sweet. Chucky? Or is it blue? That's blue. Oh, come here. He's porky.
We rarely catch channels on the rivers here.
Really? I ain't mad about that. Yeah, that took what, 2 minutes?
Yeah, that's quick.
I like it. Look at his tail. Little slightly melanistic on the end. That was the one that was hanging on over a branch. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna play with fire. Get it way down in that junk. I think it fell clean. Maybe.
Hopefully a fish gets it out of there.
Right. I mean, that's what that one did. And I appreciated it. Yeah, for as blustery and all over the place as the wind is here, well, it's not as bad as that last spot, but spot lock's doing decent. Well, you just got nibbled.
Yeah.
I think. Might have been a Minn Kota bite too. Actually, just is that got a little poker sticking up that I can loop around?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it does. I'm gonna see your trolling motor skills today. A little. Oh, didn't realize it. Pull me forward. Your trolling motor skills are better than my roping skills. Oh, big bait just got picked up for a second.
Which one?
Yellow rod, that drum. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, got that time. Yeah, there's more fish down here. He's sprinting. Just absolutely sprinting at me. Hopefully he gets here, he gets real big. He's nice. Yeah. Yeah, he laid it over freaking good. Not hooked great. If I can get him in, I might get my bait back. Come here.
Good one.
Sweet.
The shad?
The chads.
Shad.
They love the chads. Yeah, that drum got picked up for just a second and dropped, and then this one got picked up and not dropped. Come on. There we go. You gonna give me my shad back? There ain't much left. I guess you can have it. Was that about a minute?
Yeah, that's quick.
Yeah.
It seemed like anytime we move a new spot, get bit right away.
You
kind of slow.
You took the words out of my mouth. Like we caught one 1 to 2 minutes at the last spot, and caught this one 1 to 2 minutes at this spot, and had another bite. And I'll rebait and toss it back out there, and another one might hit, but I wouldn't be surprised if another one didn't. And then we move to a next spot and catch one. It's a nice one. See ya. Put a little Gasper goo out there, which is just a fun word to say. That's what they call them down here, right? Gasper?
Yeah, a couple different names.
We just call them drum.
Goo, Gasper goo.
We'll see.
Water drum.
Maybe we can get one on the goo. Suppose no sense in waiting around too terribly long. Maybe give them 5 more minutes, and if they don't go, let's slide down to that next set of brush and toss them out.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good.
Man, I just can't get over how hard these fish hit.
Yeah.
Because they're not huge ones. They're nice ones, but they hit like much bigger fish.
They're hungry. Well, you see the lack of bait in the river, so
That's true. When
they see a piece of bait, they attack it.
All right. Yep. They hit it quick, or they don't hit it.
Wild.
I'm sure there's still
Like-
several down there. They just don't care. Like the one who cares eats it immediately, and then none of them else do anything. I think as soon as it touches the bottom, they feel it bonk, and then they come up and investigate. And then they either eat it or don't. Or maybe none of that happens. I don't know. Ooh, that's that bigger bait. Pull it down. Kind of acting like a gar. Yeah, maybe. Just eat it. As soon as I said just eat it, I sung it in my head to the tune of Just Beat It by Michael Jackson. Couldn't help myself. Well, he's back. Is he gonna do it this time? It's almost acting like a very cold flathead. That's exactly what it's acting like, is a very cold flathead. Oh yeah. Similar type of bite too. There we go. Ooh, yeah, that kind of feels flatheadish. Well, okay. Yeah, this is a nice fish. Hopefully I can keep him out of the sticks, because there's lots of sticks. No, but it's a nice fish. I don't think. It might be a flathead. It is a flathead. Yeah, I bet we had 2 flatheads biting. He's hog-tied in the double hook rig. I think so, but I'm not positive. You got that rod? Yeah, he's hooked in the other one. Sweet.
Nice.
He's probably the 2nd or 3rd flathead we've had bite today that didn't pull it down then.
Yeah.
He ate the drum. Yeah, what I really wanted today was one of these guys. And we got one of these guys. You're in my light, bud. Come on, have you ever done YouTube before? But yeah, that not a giant, but it makes my day. Pretty darn nice fish, and he fought good for a 55-degree flathead. All right. Yeah. Sweet. I wondered, they just kind of have that bite. I bet that one was a flathead too.
Yeah.
He just, when they get in this cold water, you know, they're not as zippy. Oop. Do it. I just turned the clicker off. Oh, I dropped it. Felt that hook point and started spazzing out. Or did he? I think so. Small. No. Big bait, little fish. Oh, he's sprinting. Little blue. Oh, it gotta be. Little flathead. All right, make it 2 flatheads here. You were lucky you come from an extremely disgusting polluted river, flathead, or you would be dinner. I bet he was on it the whole time.
That's probably the one that was biting it 10 minutes ago.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm glad you said stick around. I'm gonna probably keep that drum head because we don't have a ton of bait. It's nice to see another brown one. All right, appreciate you, bud. See it. He jetted out of there. Now we got a big honking tree right here. You can't see it because it's underwater, but the best trees are trees that are underwater. Fish prefer them to the ones above water. We marked some fish on it. Marked some nice fish on it. I do not know if they're hungry fish though. You want a rod holder, dude? Say I'll fish out. They're your rod holders. Just feel like a rod holder hog right now. If I would have known you were short rod holders, I would have brought a couple. They would have went right into it.
That would have been nice. Oh well, it's worked out so far.
Yep. Yeah, I think I'll leave this drum head on. Put fresh bait on the other one. I think I am right in it. Yeah, it's like a big, one giant honking tree and like 30 feet of water. Makes me salivate a little bit. You know, when you fish like this, it's almost a compliment to get snagged.
Yeah. Means you're in the right spot.
Right, and you have a good understanding of where things are at.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't really want to snag. Just catch me a big one, will ya?
Trying.
You've been due.
About the first fish.
Mm-hmm. Guy I know said you can catch the first fish, the most fish, or the biggest fish, and one of them can never be taken away. I thought it was supposed to get warmer.
It's chilly.
I feel like I got lied to.
Well, sun going down.
Mm-hmm. Well, you want to fish this and call her good after that, or you want to hit one more?
Up to you.
You're the one who's got to drive far.
I'm here.
Nope. Is that another one? That'd be pretty cool. Kind of acting like it. Is he still there? Oh, he dropped her there. Well, let's reel them up. Well, I just got a nibble. Come on, man. You're getting nibbled too. Ooh. Yeah, he did. In 1 minute, let's reel them up. And then if we drive through that hole and we see something we can't not fish, let's fish it. And if it looks just blah, then call her a day.
Sounds good.
Well, I got snot running down my nose. I'm getting a little chilly, and I know I'm getting soft living down south, but we're gonna call it a day. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Big thank you to Kyle, the Fish Whisperer. If you haven't seen his channel, check it out. He feeds fish and things. It's pretty neat. You don't film your alligator gar stuff hardly at all, do you?
I don't really post it on YouTube too much.
Gotcha.
Some videos get demonetized, so.
Interesting. Well, it was a fun day. Appreciate the heck out of you watching. Hope you catch a giant.